Itching to Fish here, and I have some must-haves if you're a kayak fisherman, so stay with me. In no particular order, here's the things I feel that are very, very important, especially if you're a kayak fisherman. And right here, what you see on the table right here is waterproof items. This is a knockoff Pelican case. This is only $9 versus the $30 that Pelican, asked for their boxes. This is a small little case. It's watertight. These are really inexpensive. I got this one at Harbor Freight. Super cheap, but it's waterproof and it's heavy duty. So if I do drop it, and everything's in here is protected in that foam thick padding as well. So waterproof your gear. I mean, we are fishing about 2 inches off the water line, and make sure anything you have that needs to be protected from the water, you protect it with some waterproofing. So you have this end of the scale, but you also have just little boxes like this. This came from Walmart. This is the outdoor products line. This was $5 at Walmart. Super inexpensive, especially when it comes to a $1,000 cell phone. So use stuff like this. But also on the cheap end, Ziploc bags. They don't even have to be Ziploc bags. Just make sure they have a good seal on them for sure. These are inexpensive. If a hole gets poked in one, throw it away and get another one, right? So, bags like this, very important, to keep your things dry, water resistant, or water repellent. Really, really inexpensive waterproofing material. Especially keep that cell phone protected. Whether it be a big old box, or if you keep it close to you and you want to tether it off to your life jacket, grab one of these. This came from Walmart too. This was about $5. Inexpensive things to protect your expensive things. Make sure you have them. Waterproof bags. You put your items inside and you roll it up and snap it. I put my wallet in here and my keychain just to my card, stuff like that. And I can usually I snap this off to the side of my kayak crate. Just pull it real quick if I need to get in my car, or get my wallet for my fish license, stuff like that. So right there, real close, convenient, really tiny, don't take up a lot of space, and of course it's lightweight, feather light. Super important, keep your gear protected, especially if it can't get wet, with inexpensive items to maybe a little bit more pricier items, depending on what you're trying to protect and how much cushion you need around it. First, I do have some safety lighting. Flashlights. Very important to have some flashlights. This is a waterproof flashlight I got at Academy Sports for $5. So it could get wet, waterproof and all that, and it's super bright. I use this one that kind of tethers to my life jacket. And I can, when I'm tying on a lure or a hook or something, I have that little extra spotlight shining down to my hands. Here's another little light I love, a little clip-on light. This is a Visi Carbon Pro, a must-have, especially after hours or before. All right. I think fish grips should be a very important thing that it's a must-have. I use these fish grips for my scale. It's a little smaller in diameter. I already know the weight of this, the dry weight, so I can subtract it off that big old bass I'm measuring. But fish scales. This is a heavy-duty one. I remember I hooked up to a big old fish that had some sharp teeth. I mean, sharp teeth. And you don't want to put your finger down in there and try to get that hook out. So fish grips are a must-have, because a good set of pliers. I just got these. Super excited about these. I haven't even got them wet yet. But these are waterproof. They're not going to rust on me. And these are the 6-inch ones. And very, very handy. You got to have some pliers for a lot of cases. Pulling out a hook from your hand, or just pulling out that hook from that fish's lip. And this is a little bit more, cleanliness. Let's say that you went to a gas station, you had one of those bean burritos, you know what I'm saying? And your stomach's kind of turning inside. You're like, oh, there's not an outhouse near. You got to go somewhere, right? So these are face wipes slash toilet wipes. It's got a little scent to it. That way you're not all crusty and stinking later. You know what I'm saying? So, just little products like this, inexpensive. Got these from Walmart for $2. Just a good must-have on the kayak with you. And if you're out there so long and you're going to eat lunch, some hand sanitizer. Get all that grime and gunk off your hands before you stick all that stuff in your mouth and maybe get sick. You don't want no virus that's going to give you an upset stomach again, like that burrito. So, you know, hand sanitizer, yes, it's not foolproof, but it's a lot better putting this on your hand than rinsing it off in that lake, you know what I'm saying? Rod sleeves are a must. There's been so many times where I had to cut my fishing line off of another pole because it wrapped up so tight and crazy because, you know, the way I was driving down the highway all crazy, got all wrapped up, and these save you a lot of that problems of wrapping your tips around each other and stuff like that. Super inexpensive. Bass Pro Shop's got buy two get one free right now, and they're only a few bucks a piece. Take advantage of these. Alright, what's next? Yeah, already, this is my staple box. So here's a little Rubbermaid box. It's got all my staples in there that I need to have on standby, just in case. And this box doesn't weigh much. You know, if you're doing any GoPro camera action or your cell phone, you gotta take pictures for a tournament. These are just little alcohol wipes, ice wipes, where you can clean that lens and not scratch it up, and a little soft cloth in there to maybe buff it out a little bit more. You know, I got some split ring pliers in this little box. You know, you never know when you need to change out a hook. You hook into a tree or something, you break a hook, and that's your favorite bait. That's the only one you're left in a kayak tournament. You know, be prepared in those situations. I also have an extra reel in this little staple box, I call it. And it's already spooled with line. Also, I have some zip ties. You know, you never know when you need a zip tie something, or something breaks, you can zip tie it on or reconnect it. Now with my kayak, I have a lot of, you know, Allen bolts. So I have a little multi tool here that has all the Allen sizes I need for my kayak. And last but not least in here, besides the screwdriver and some wrench, AA batteries. Be prepared, be backed up, especially when that safety light goes out, as well as your headlamp or your flashlight, whatever you need. Make sure you have some AA's or AAA's, whatever you need on backup. Some other must-haves, just some little, I got a little first aid kit here. You might get a big old bad hook in your finger, and you need to bandage it up or wrap it up and finish that tournament. Also, look, you know, I'm CPR certified. You know, there's a lot of males and females out there kayaking around. There might be an incident. I hope that never happens, but this is a face shield. Instead of, you know, put my lips to another person's lips, you know, in the heat of the moment, you want to take care of the person no matter what, but this keeps you protected as well as that person. So just a little face shield for CPR, just a little first aid. Another important item, if you haven't noticed already on my table, is waterproof yourself. These were my first. These are, I think it's called Frog brand. Got these at Academy Sports. Really inexpensive. I think you got the top and the bottom for, I don't know, it's like 20 bucks or something. It is really cheap. But, you know, wear your normal clothes underneath this, but all that gunk, and after putting all those fish across your legs and measuring them, you know, with the fish ruler and all that, protect your own clothes with some just inexpensive waterproofing, water-resistant clothing. Plus, when you get back in your car and you gotta drive home for a few hours, you don't want to smell that gunk on you. You can wrap this up, put it in a trash bag in your trunk, and wash them when you get home. During the winter time, you know, if you're getting wet and all that, you know, that water soaking through your blue jeans, it's going to end your day really, really fast. So this is another, besides waders or thick, warm waders, stuff like that, this is just a little extra gear that will keep you dry and you can fish a lot longer. So I just got this. This is the Columbia brand. Bass Pro Shop was having a sale, so I went ahead and bought a new set because, like I said, the other set was just getting grungy and nasty and, you know, stained up real bad. But we're fishing. We don't care about stains. I do want to stay dry and fish longer, though, for sure. And then, you know, if it starts raining on you, these are a must-have, especially in the spring, which it's been raining a lot here in Arkansas. But, you know, keep yourself dry. You'll be able to fish a lot longer, especially when that breeze is blowing. But these NRS Boundary boots, must-haves. As far as kayak shoes go, these are great. They go up high on your calf. They're waterproof. When you're putting your kayak in and out of the water, you know, if you're wearing tennis shoes, you could easily get those shoes wet and again it'll ruin your day. You don't want frostbite on those toes, especially if you're fishing during the winter. But protect yourself with water-resistant gear or waterproofing gear. Have a fish ruler that goes past 22 inches. Most of the ones you get at Academy, those metal ones or tin or steel, whatever they are, they will stop at 22 inches. And I'll show you a picture here soon that I caught a big mama, my PB fish. There's a video down below that you can see that. And my fish ruler stopped at 22 inches and the fish's tail was hanging over that. Now I could guesstimate and all that stuff, but it's nothing like taking a picture with the full fish ruler that can tell you that full length of that size. Just get a good measurement on it, especially if it's your PB. You want it to be precise. If you don't have a pedal drive, or if you need to hold a position, have something to hold that position. An anchor. Anchors are very, very important, especially we're fighting a lot of wind. We don't have a trolling motor, or maybe some of you do. Something to hold your position, especially in that bad, bad wind. It's going to happen. You're going to get caught up in some wind, and it's going to be horrible. You know, bad. I mean, you're going to be blowing and spinning in circles. So hold your position better with an anchor trolley, parking pole, or something of that nature. Staying organized. You know, we don't have a lot of space to work with in a kayak. We can take as much of stuff we'd like, depending on the weight requirement of our vessel. But this right here is my personal fish crate. Very, very great as far as organizing your tackle. Even with your fishing gear, we already talked about waterproof, water seal, watertight, but protect your fishing gear too. If you ever do roll over, this is gonna float. The other ones, not so much. So make sure you have some floating tackle amongst you too. Here's another example of staying organized. This is the new KVD Plano plastic bag. I can put 40 bags in here and this fits right behind my seat. Or if you don't have a big area behind your seat, stick between your legs or stick it up in the hull of your kayak. But stay organized. You can find stuff a lot easier, especially if you get in a pinch. You know, either Ziploc bags or bags like this that you can get for really inexpensive. Well, that's all I have to share with you today. I hope some of this information helped you out, or maybe this helped you think of something new or something that you need on your vessel. But whatever the case might be, this is the things that's helped me out with my past and going on to my future. Good luck to you. Keep those lines tight. And thank you for watching Itching to Fish.